Welcome to Thoughts Can Change Your Life with me, Reverend Lee. Time. Are you worth it? It's a great question, isn't it? Time is what we have, and yet we don't know how much time we have. And I'm talking about time in this human body, time with this ego mind, time on planet Earth. The question I ask is, are we so caught up in the busyness of the day? Are we so caught up in the illusion of having to get things done that we don't take time for ourselves? This is one of the things that I see so clearly every day, is that we have become people who don't do self-care. We don't take time for ourselves. And what we fail to see is that unless we can take time for ourselves, how are we going to have quality time for anyone else? You can't give what you don't have. So you've got to take time for yourself. You got to take time to meditate, to quiet your mind, to recenter yourself. You got to take time to fall in love with you. You got to take time to nourish your body, to take care of your body, to keep your body. You got to tune your body up. You got to take time to take back control of your mind and not let the collective consciousness of humans surrounding you be the ones controlling how and what you think and when you think it. You got to take time to build new habits of thinking, new habits of feeling, new habits of acting, so that you can create your life, not what someone else wants you to have. You got to take time to just be with you. To just be with you and know that being with you is the greatest gift you can give yourself. You can't heal others if you're broken inside. Exactly true. You can't heal others unless they want to be healed. Let's make that really clear, because everyone has personal responsibility for their life. You have no control over someone else's life. You have control over yours. You can provide wisdom, especially with children. You can guide and direct, but rest assured within them, there is a sense, a DNA that they will choose to break free. They will choose to make their own decisions when they get to a specific point, because we were meant to be unique. We were meant to be creators of our own lives, not the lives of others. I'm not foolish enough not to believe that we don't have influence in others' lives. I know that we do. But it's not the words that I speak that influence people. I really understand that it's who I am while I'm speaking those words. It's who I am while I do what I do. Real, thank you. Real says the power in you kicks off my day. He's referring to, Real is referring to my book, The Power in You. If you haven't bought my book, it's on Amazon, The Power in You by Reverend Lee Wallach. I'm actually teaching a class that I started last night, and I'm reading this stuff. I'm talking about this stuff, and I said, who wrote this stuff? Who wrote this stuff? I did. I put all of my life experience, everything I've learned, into short, precise chapters. The power in you. Each of the 16 chapters is about a power in you. The question you got to ask is, are you worth using those powers to create your life? Great question. Then I got Luminal Richards out there saying, don't just purchase one, get a few for your friends. Yeah. Diane says, I ordered your book and I'm looking forward to reading it. Thank you. My friend Nikki, she gave a copy to Wim Hof. She was just out there doing the Wim Hof thing. How cool is that? I didn't write this book to become a best-selling author. I didn't write this book to make a lot of money. I wrote this book to share the wisdom I have so that maybe it might help others to quicker, more expeditiously change their life. I wrote it for my granddaughter, who's now going to be, in the month of April, will turn 5. I wrote it this way. This way, she knows some of the wisdom that her Baba had, and it will benefit her. How could you not want? That's my legacy. My granddaughter's my legacy. I'm leaving my wisdom to her. And while leaving it to her, I know it'll serve others. This is something that I've really, really come to understand, is this. Find something you love to do and that it also serves others. Wow, when you do that, you're on the path. You're going to live such a fulfilled life, because we got to come out of this thing about being selfish. You see, I'm not talking about self-care here. Time, are you worth it just for you? I'm talking about time, are you worth it to take self-care so that you can help and support others? You can't help and support others if you haven't taken care of you. Here's something I know, and I teach this often. The only thing I know to be true is that I'm aware. Everything else I make up. The only thing that you know that's true, if you think about it, is that you are aware. And you'll come to the realization, everything else you make up. Are you aware that your body needs love and nourishment? Are you aware that you need to take back control of your mind? Are you aware that the only one who can give you the time to do that is you? Let me ask this question. Have you prioritized you today? The first things I do every morning is I sit and meditate. After I meditate, I spend some time with my wife. I do a morning meditation with people. I do my talk. And then I spend time in the gym. Later in the day, I'll spend an hour and a half meditating again. I always find time for Lee, because if I don't have time for Lee, I couldn't do what I'm doing right now. Because you would know, you would see a tired, old, broken down man. You may see a man who's got some wrinkles, but he's not tired, he's not broken down, and he's got juice. I got juice because I take care of myself. I love Lee Wallach. And when I say I love Lee Wallach, I'm saying I accept Lee Wallach. And when I accept him, I accept that he is worthy of time, and I can give it to him. I want you to love you, to accept you, and be worthy to give yourself the time to create your most magnificent and fulfilled life. Let me just say, if you're listening today, it's Agape Gathering Day every Wednesday. Every Wednesday, you can join me and we just socialize, either at 1:30 Central Time or 7 p.m. Central Time. You can fit in however you want. It's come and go. There's nothing formal. We get into some really fantastic discussions. We laugh a lot. You can find that information on agapespiritualcenter.com. With that, my brothers and sisters, Dee says, what kind of juice is that? It's the juice of life. It's what makes you excited, Dee. You know what it is. It's in you. Let it surface. Make it a great day, everyone. Aloha.